Hey, okay, so BrewRV is ready to take its first official camping trip and our first brewing trip. So we're going to be doing a hazy IPA at Lake Hartwell at a KOA camping ground. So come on.
2 hours later.
So as Jackie mentioned in the beginning, we stayed at the Anderson Lake Hartwell KOA, really nice campground. It doesn't have any direct lake access. It's about a 6-minute drive, about two and a half miles or so, to the Broyles recreational area, which is a very nice area. Unfortunately, it's closed for COVID. They just had a camp host there, and we had to actually park off-site and walk down to the water. But you'll see more of that later. Hey, one thing though, just a tip, try not to put your phone on your paddleboard, or especially make fun of your friend before you go paddleboarding about his trepidation of taking a phone with, because it's entirely possible you'll drop yours in the water. I'm not saying who did that, but somebody did. So Jackie wanted me to say something cute now that we're all set up. So I wasn't paying attention and I kicked the metal steps. So we're going to give you one good lesson about glamping and wearing flip-flops. And that is, don't kick these metal steps because they're super freaking sharp. And yeah, it smashed open my toe. So now I get to duct tape that, walk around like an idiot. I did, however, improve the process by putting orange cones to remind me to not hurt my foot again.
First camping trip, first injury.
Are you ready? I mean, you can say it. Ready.
Ready.
It out. Okay. So, we're just doing like a take two, just all from the beginning. I'm just letting listen.
Yeah, just.
Okay. So after the horrific injury has now been repaired and safety comes deployed, as we talked about, we are officially fully finished and set up. So now we're going to Magnetic South Brewing Company, which is our first brewery of the trip, and stand by to jump to the scenes at the brewery.
Okay, so we tried Magnetic South Brewery, but it was lies, all lies. We think it's a pop-up brewery, as there was just a barbecue restaurant in the background and a little pop-up tent. So we did find the barbecue place, so ate there, it was really good. Now we're at Carolina Bowen House Brewery. Did I get it right? Cool, okay. That might have taken a little practice. So now we're gonna try some flights. This brewery is just under 10 miles from the KOA campsite, so we'll go see how it is.
Hey, look at that. Yeah, another vertical video. We did a lot of that this episode. Again, we swear, we promise we're going to get better. But there's more coming up, and if that's your thing, you're going to love this, the rest of the video. So here's a couple pics and a short video of some beer being poured at the Carolina Bowen House. It's actually German for farmhouse, if anyone's interested. We love the Sown Oats. It's 6.5% English IPA, and it's actually made from locally sourced Graham oats, and it was delicious. And it's a collaboration with Revelry Brewing from Charleston, South Carolina, which is another one of our favorite South Carolina breweries. They also have a few dishes, so if that's your thing and you're looking for something to eat, like a brat and a beer, it's absolutely your place in Anderson, South Carolina. So please check them out. Welcome to shore.
Hey, that was tough.
That was long. I mean,
It was long.
we actually went from all the way around that point, from there, around the cove, then around, and then back to here. So what do you think?
Whew, that's my workout for the day.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah. What did you think?
That was exhausting.
Not so exhausting that you can't brew beer later, though, right?
Yeah, I'll still brew beer later.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But, walk around the island.
Yeah.
Explore. Let's go left. There's a little path around this way.
The hard way, always.
Always.
The road less traveled.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Help Jackie up.
Okay, not as pretty over here.
No, but there's a little opening over here. Ow, that's a stick. I just found it. Oh, there's occasional little bits of garbage. I wanted to come over here. It's not really a good spot to walk down. It's like basically a lot of places to trip. Here, you hold the camera. I'm gonna step down.
For why?
It's really clear water. See? It's not normal lake water. Very clear. I'm just showing all the water. It's like a lot of, like, for a lake, it's a lot of waves. You can actually walk around the island. You can actually walk around the island on this little shelf. Huh? So what are we doing today? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, and I'll tell you why. Over here to the table. The reason for my confusion, this right here. So I was originally going to do basically what we did with the pandemic pale ale, which is premix that I made, but that was going to use a regular pale ale yeast, but I stumbled upon my local homebrew store had a bunch of the Voss Kevik, K-E-V-I-K, I never know if I'm pronouncing that right. The nice thing about this is it's temperature range. It's really warm. That's great for us because we have to transport beer back home while it's fermenting. So one of the big concerns with using the regular pale ale yeast is the temperature sensitivity of the yeast. It doesn't have that, so I'm really interested in using this. But once that occurred, everything changed. So I already had one last pack of Kent Golding. I'm going to use that for just sort of a little bit of bitterness. And then I picked up some packs of Citra and 2 packs of Galaxy. So my thought is, that most of this is going to go in at the very end to give it a very floral characteristic to go with Voss, which, as it described, it is a orange citrus notes with mango honey profile. Pairs well with citrus and fruity hops, which are these. But that leads to the second problem. This has a lot of, come on, follow me over here, this in it, which I don't think pairs really well with the hops and the Voss. So that's out. This is out. That leaves me with these. I think this is Carapils, and this is like a Pilsner. So what I'm thinking is we're going to use this, which I just bought, and we are going to do a partial mash. We're going to do this, well, I guess it's not really a partial mash, is it? We're using DME, and then we're going to sweep the grains. So we're going to cut for a second. I'm going to do some math, and then we can come back and I can tell you what I figured out. I just wanted to say that. So, okay. We fast forward about 30 minutes. I think we figured it out. So the Carapils is basically for body and head retention. That's what I've been told. So I don't need a lot of that. So the crystal, I basically put a pound of that in, and then I put maybe half a pound of the crystal. Sorry, check that. A pound and a half of the crystal. 1/2 pound of the Carapils. We used our hopper over there. We had a little problem with it. We had shims in, figured it out. And yeah, so we have it prepared in the bag. The one issue we have here is the water is not very great for brewing. Also, no matter what we did with the hoses, they all have that hose water flavor, and we weren't going to do that. So instead, we bought spring water from our local store, and I have about 2.5 gallons in here, and I'm going to mash this for probably 20-30 minutes, and then we'll go to the boil. Let's hope this works.
So what you got here? Water.
Yep, tank.
So it's good.
Yeah.
I got bit. Yeah.
Me too.
You did too?
Twice. That's why I went and got the...
Mm-hmm. 32. Wow, I don't think I've gotten to do. It's the first problem. I can solve the second problem. Bring it over here. All I have to do is sort of like sure if you're supposed to do this or not.
Squeeze it out?
Yeah.
Seems like the right thing to do.
It seems like it.
No.
Nice and slow.
What's your foot?
Yeah, sorry, I got set down.
Why?
Go ahead and start pouring it in. Don't go crazy with the speed.
Me?
Yeah.
Or her?
It will mix because you're not going to get big chunks. That smells good, doesn't it?
It's really strong smelling.
Ooh. It's no surprise it's related to marijuana.
Yeah, it totally smells like it.
Oh, really? I literally just said Lily's gonna pour the hops in.
Oh.
Oh, it gets really dark if I get close.
Sorry.
Turn the flash. Oh, yeah.
Get in there, Jason.
Well, I can't. I'll move the light.
All right. Okay. Well.
Some witchcraft on it.
Okay.
Drop 'em in.
Ready?
Yep.
That's it.
Is that what that alarm was for?
Yep, you can reset.
Yep, that was the end of our footage. If you want to know why it's so abrupt, it's because we were drinking these nice Carolina beers with our good friends from Rona the RV. You see, we want to get you great content, but we also know that sometimes it's just as important to soak up the moment. We can get so caught up in doing that we forget how to just be. So on that note, we hope you also take the time to enjoy what you're doing, where you are, and of course, who you're with.